Howdy y'all, Chris Bowen here for Meat Off the Bone. Today, since I am waiting for an order to come in so I can make some request videos, it's supposed to happen tomorrow. I went to the store last night and I found, I'm sure everyone knows what these are. They're not bananas. They're called Plantains. In America, they call them plantains. They're a starchy cousin of the banana, but they're not very sweet unless you cook them right. All right, well, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you how to cook and consume a Plantains. We're gonna be making Tostones. Tostones, it means fried plantains. So it's kind of a Puerto Rican dish. Of course, I'm Puerto Rican, so that's what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to do both a pan fry, and I'm also going to show you how to do a deep fry. A deep fry is going to be a double fry. That's where the Tostones names come from. It's a double fried plantain. This is really all the ingredients that we're going to need today. I mean, some butter to pan fry Plantains, some soaking paper, and this is salt water. This is for the deep frying process. I'm going to go ahead and pan fry first because the oil over there is kind of taking forever to cook or taking forever to heat up, and I just want to get this done. I'm going to show you how to correctly cut these, how to prep them. We're going to par fry them, and then we're going to deep fry them, and then of course the pan fry is going to be easy. Like I said, it's going to be two different ways of making these things, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So come on, let's check it out. All right. Well, first off, a lot of people like to get the green ones, the really green ones, so you can see how it's kind of green. I like a little bit yellower. Don't mind the marks here. They're not bruises or anything. It just means they're ripened. The more ripe the plantains are, same as a banana, the sugar content is just a little bit higher. If you've ever seen a banana that looks like this, and you open it up, it's really sweet. You can see kind of the brownish, softer flesh on the inside. That's perfect for that's the sugar coming out. That's like straight sugar. That's perfect for making banana bread. I've never heard of Plantains bread. I don't think I'm gonna try that, just because I don't wanna. But all right, now if you take a Plantains or plantain, I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying Plantains. If you take a plantain, you can, but it's not very wise to open it like a banana. You'll just break the skin and the flesh, and it's not good. So you just take yourself a small little like paring knife or anything, and just cut the ends off. That's it. I'll put that to the side. I'll do that later. And then very gently, there. And yes, it will peel like a banana. The skin is not as soft as the banana. The skin is harder. It's kind of more fibrous feeling. And it will, if you try and take too much off at the time, it'll rip the flesh on the inside and it'll just break. All right. Well, that's how you take the skin off of a plantain. Since we're going to be pan frying this one, I'm going to show you how to cut it. We're going to cut it on a bias, meaning it's going to be a diagonal cut, not just straight down like I'm going to with the double fried, the Tostones. This is going to be on a bias, so you get more of a surface, a surface that's going to touch the hot pan, and it's going to be a very thin cut, so it doesn't take as long to cook. All we're looking for is to brown and crust just the outside of the plantain, and then we flip it and go from there. And always remember, since it's Plantains, you do want to salt these. I mean, if you want to put other seasonings on, some people like cinnamon, some people like garlic. I mean, it's it's both sides of the fence right there. I just like a little bit of salt, and that's really about it. Because the sugar, the sweetness of the Plantains comes out as you fry it. Putting the salt on just brings that sweetness out even more. I really enjoy it. So this is how we're going to do this. Take it and cut it at the bias. It's about going to be maybe a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thick. It's not going to be too thick, because the thicker the plantain, the longer it'll cook, and on the inside will be kind of like raw. I mean, it doesn't. You can eat these raw. They're just not very flavorful raw. They taste much better when they're cooked. The thinner you cut these, the quicker they cook, and they cook thoroughly. That's what you want. I'm just taking my time with this. I mean, they don't have to be perfect. They really don't. This is just a quick and easy snack that a lot of people really don't know about. And all you mothers out there, this is a really healthy snack if you have a finicky eater in the house. This is great. Okay. Now, I could salt these now, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and get the butter ready, because that's all we really need is butter and then these. I always salt them afterwards. I don't know why I always just do that, but you can salt these before. It's really up to you. So. 4 pats of butter, maybe 5 pats of butter. You don't need a lot. You don't really need a lot at all. It's not the plantains are not going to soak up the butter like bread. I just don't want to use too much butter. And again, you want to cook it at a low heat. No, not low heat. Maybe a medium heat. You don't want to cook them high, because the plantains can take it, but the butter can't. The butter will burn. And burnt butter is no bueno. All right, well, let's go ahead and get these on the fire. Perfect. My fire is on like about medium heat right about now. It was on high just to get the pan hot, and I turned it down. And a medium heat is going to be about all you need. And like I said, if you want to start salting these like now, feel free. It's up to you. And yes, these are a little bit stickier than bananas. All right. Yeah, I probably put too much butter in, but you know, too much butter, nah. All right. You see a little bit of brown going on right here. That's what you're looking for, but you want to see almost the entirety of that side being brown. Medium heat, it'll take a few minutes. Take about maybe 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes on each side. It's not long at all. Just make sure you don't start sticking together. This process, this way of frying plantains is really popular in America. This is the way most people do it if they're going to do it in the American household. The way I'm going to show you later, the Tostones, is really popular in like Central America, where plantains are usually found. Plantains are actually found in Southern Asia, and they were brought over to the Central America years and years and years ago, and now they're a staple there. And Tostones, the recipe that I'm going to show you is their most popular way of cooking these, besides putting them in soups and stuff like that. But I don't really put plantains in soup because I don't like it, so I won't do it. So there, haha. But these are looking really well. These are looking really nice. The smell is off the wall. It's so good. When you know that they're pretty much ready, because the brown areas are kind of hard. They're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna squish like inside like my fork's doing right there. They'll actually, you know, they stay. I can squish that. Yeah. Might have to do that for this one. Flip. There we go. This way, I'm gonna just go ahead and take these off the fire and let residual heat go ahead and cook them. I will bring this over because that's what we're going to be using next. They really do look good. Now, before I even take them out of the pan, this is usually when I salt them, because they're still nice and wet from the butter. You don't need to use heaping a lot of salt, but you know, salt is always welcome. Always welcome. Always welcome. And now, see on the other side, see how nice and brown that came out? Very easy, very quick and easy, and very delicious. Oh. Well, there you have it. It's come out very nice and very hot. Wonderful. They taste nothing like a banana. Nothing like a banana. So if you've never had them before, they are good, but they're nothing like a banana. If you're expecting a banana, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But these came out really well. They're gonna have a hard outside, a little bit crunchy, but the inside is nice and tender. Very nice. All right. Well, that was pan-fried Plantains. Now, for the other way, Tostones. Yeah, that's my thing. All right, here we go. Okay, unlike the pan fried, we are going to cut them straight down. And I'm only going to do like maybe a ½ inch. Yeah, a little bit bigger than that. There we go. And I'll show you the reason why here in a second. What we're going to do first is we're going to par fry, meaning everything's going to go right in the fryer, in a deep fryer, for about 2 to 3 minutes, and we're only going to cook them halfway through. There's not really a way of checking or telling if they're done halfway through. You're going to have to guess. But for the most part, they're going to turn a darker shade of brown, and they're going to look fried. But you don't want to over fry them. You'll see why here in a second. But these are going to go straight into the oil. So let's go get these ready. Right, they're ready. Watch out that does splatter, because they are kind of wet on the inside. Try and keep them as separate as possible. I'm going to take these two out. Alright. Now what we're doing, we're only half cooking them. Oil seems to be a little bit hot today, so I'm going to turn the fire down. Oh, it is down. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn it down a little bit more. See, they become darker. Bring them back over here. That is par fried. They are fried, but they're not done all the way through. Okay. Well, if you can see, this is a bottom of a fry pan with just a little bit of oil. It's the same type of oil that I'm using to fry. And I'm just going to rub this oil in. So it doesn't stick. Just to take the little bit of excess off. All right. And now, this is where the salt water comes in. Salt water. The reason I'm using salt water is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash the Tostones. All right. See, I oiled my my pan so it didn't stick to the pan, but it will stick to the cutting board. And then they go straight into the salt water. The reason is the little bit of the salt water will soak into the plantain, and when we deep fry it again, it's going to become crispy, like really, really crispy. There's not really rocket science to this. It's however way you want to do it. A lot of places will cut these like at an inch even, you know, and it's like that big, and you know, I've never tried it like that before, but you know, I will. That's a good one right there. I want to keep them as whole as possible, if at all possible. Kind of delicate work, I guess. Now when you put them back into the oil, they will fry up quicker than they did before, so keep a watch out on that. I actually turned my fry oil down even more. It's only on low now. So you do want these to get crispy, but you don't want them to get too dark. I haven't done this in so long. It's all coming back to me though. Yeah, see, why can't more be like that one? All right, last one. Let's go back to the fryer, and since these are sitting in water, salt water, these will be wet and they will splatter in the oil, so please watch out. It's going to be quite a splatter fest going on here in a second.
Splatter!
I guess I'm going to be forced to do them one at a time. But these look really good. And it's done. All right. word of the wise, as soon as you get them out of the fry, salt them. The salt will stick to the wetness. Once they dry, the salt will just fall right off. So, these are looking wonderful. All right. The two different ways to make platanos, aka plantain. You have fried plantains and you have tostones. Different ways of frying them, but very, very good. I don't know if you can hear the crunch. Very crispy. And the flavor is still there. Both of them excellent, excellent snacks. Very good for you. I highly recommend trying this. Be careful, it does splatter. Anyway, that'll about do it for me today. Let me know how you think about them. Tell your friends to subscribe and crush that like button, of course. My name's Chris Bone. I will see you next time I decide to cook something highly ordinary, I guess. Thanks for watching. You all take care.